Hello everybody, welcome to Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. Unboxing today, and this one is, I know what it is. It's a CZ that I saw at EWA just early on in March. This is the CZ457 synthetic Varmint. Now this is a brand new gun. I'll talk loud while I'm just unboxing this because it will no doubt make a lot of noise. But you know, I do like to make it look real because it is real. It's like Christmas Day again. I thought when I saw this gun in Nuremberg, I thought this is the gun that will really appeal to the UK market. And as popular as the 457 already is, they do seem happy sending me pretty much everything they make, and I get to review them all. So you know, have a look, and I'll probably put up a link up on this for all the you know, the whole trail of 457 reviews, which I must have had. I must have done at least 6 or 7 of them now in different variants. Let's pop this one open then. And here we go. Right, that's something else that's in there. That's actually an FX airgun chronograph, which I've been looking forward to getting hold of. In here we probably have a bolt, I would suspect. Usual steel bolt, steel handle. These things are super fast, super reliable, and they usually have the clever little firing pin, which means it can't actually bottom out on the chamber corner entrance itself, and it bottoms out flat to flat, so you can never really wear out your firing pin in that respect. Let's just pop that invoice to one side. In fact, let's have a look on the invoice and see how much these are. These are £663.99p, I think, but I'll be putting a link on for the rifle probably. Let's just do the usual and very delicately get rid of the box. And this is it. Apologies for making so much noise. And there we go. So we've got the short 16-inch barrel. This rifle is available 2.2 LR 17 HMR, both of which have a 16-inch barrel. You can have a 2.2 rimfire in the longer 20-inch barrel as well, and it is compatible, to be fair, with all of CZ's barrel mini sets. So, and because the stock actually is the wider forend for the wider barrel, it does actually technically have compatibility with pretty much any barrel CZ make. So, just going over the details, it's screw cut, it's 1/2-inch UNF for common rimfire moderators. I will be putting a rimfire moderator on this. The barrel is fully free floated. It seems pretty stiff and it seems to maintain its float. You'd have to squeeze on that pretty hard or be quite aggressive with it to stop it floating, which would damage your beautiful free floating barrel harmonics. It's grippy. You will probably see I've already done a review on the light barrel CZ457 with the synthetic stock, and I'm a big fan of these stocks. But just to go over some of the details here, we've got 2 4-inch studs. You can have a bipod and a sling as well as you want. The magazine fits there. You can get loads of these spare magazines. They're not expensive at all, and they feed very nicely. It's got dovetail rails, left side bolt release catch there. That's the bolt in operation. Safety catch doesn't lock the bolt, does lock the trigger, and there's also a cocked action indicator on the back. Now if you look at that grip there, that's actually quite a large grip, and it does mean it's quite hand-filling. It's a good size to it. It's not like a little skinny, tiny little 2.2 rimfire, which almost feels like you swamp over it. These things you can get hold of, and they actually point pretty much like a standard centerfire rifle. I'll be doing full measurements on the length of pull, weights, etc. In fact, I might even do those in a minute. I'll grab my measuring tape and grab my scale. But you've got a straight comb, another stud there for a sling, and you've got on the back, I think that's still rubber, but it's a very hard rubber substance. Of course, there's no recoil on something like this because this one's 17 HMR and it's a 5-shot magazine. The triggers are adjustable. You can adjust them for weight and for settings. They last the lifetime of the rifle. I've had an LRP running for over 2 years now, and after about the first 100 rounds I took it apart, I tweaked the trigger a little bit just to make it a little bit more refined, and it has stayed absolutely perfect ever since. Over, I don't know how many of my videos have you seen with me shooting that LRP, testing scopes or something like that. It just works and it stays working, and I like the advanced thinking of CZ because they are gun makers of the old school. They like to think of a rifle made to last a lifetime. It's not something that's going to wear in and wear out. It wears in and then adjusts to stay perfect throughout its life. These barrels are cold hammer 4s. I think this one's a 1 in 9 inch twist on the 17 HMR, but I'll be running this with some ammo. I've got Remington ammo, I've got Hornady ammo, and the Hornady I've got 17 grain VMAX. I've also got the 20 grain XTP hollow point. I would love to get some of the 15.5 grain non-toxic, but I ran out of that a few years ago and I haven't managed to get hold of any more since, but I have got it on back order and one of these days we might get some. I'm just going to dry fire this, and I'll tell you now, don't worry about dry firing these because they have a flat edge on the top of the firing pin that hits the back of the barrel. It doesn't touch the edge of the chamber. You're not going to do any damage. Virtually, you don't really damage many rim fires. It seems to be a bit of an urban myth to me because I've certainly never damaged one, but there we go. These ones, it's just not going to happen. So let's see that. That's beautifully light and crisp straight away. And if you bear with me, let's get the measuring tape, let's get the scales, and let's see what all the dimensions and measurements are. Okay, we're back. We have the tools we need. So, barrel length is 16 inches, 410 millimeters. Overall length is 34.25, which is 868 millimeters. Length of pull on these is good because they're never too short. The proper size 14 inches, and that's 356.7 millimeters. Just as a quick one. Right, the weight, let's do the weight. We'll do this in grams and in, oops, switch that one on. We'll do it in grams and in ounces because I know some of my US viewers do love to stay imperial. Grams, there we go. Just make sure this is fully weight bearing. So overall weight on that is 2,568 grams, and if I convert that to ounces, that's £5, 10.5 ounces. So there we go. And last but not least, let's see what the trigger weighs on the Lyman gauge. This has also been sent to me by Sportsman Gun Centre as usual, who are the importers of CZ. Set that one ready to go, and that is breaking at 1,513 grams, which is £3, 5.4 ounces, which seems quite ideal for a sporting rifle because you might be wearing gloves, you might be out cold. It's not a, it will shoot pretty much target levels of accuracy, this thing. You can certainly use it for that, but it's a hunting rifle at the end of the day. That's what it's designed to be. And these stocks, as well as sort of, you know, the nice dark coloured, slightly soft touch finish, you've got these nice blocks on the side and on the grip, which give you really good tactile perception on the gun. And I'm really looking forward to shooting this one. It's interesting, you might have seen me recently, I've been using the 457 Beach, which is almost the antithesis of this because it's got the beautiful lightweight Beach stock, the slim barrel, it's the longer barrel, same caliber, same action. It'll probably have virtually identical levels of accuracy and precision, which of course, with any rimfire, is always based around the consistency of the ammunition itself, which you can't quite control in the same way as you can with hand loading a centerfire, for example. But I know the precision 2.2 shooters are finding that barrel tuners are the way forward. And to be quite honest, I don't think there'll be any difference if you wanted to use those on a 17 HMR if that was your desire. But I think this is going to be a great hunting rifle, and I will certainly be using it for some rabbits and hares over the coming months. I do actually have a couple of scopes to go on this. I think first of all I'm going to put an Element Optics Helix on it. I've got the HD Helix now, and it's a 2-to-12 by 50, so it's a 6 times erect tube. And I've got the TDLR one, which has got the larger turret adjustment on the top. But I think once I've proven the gun with that, shot some groups on paper, I'm going to switch over and put a Pard DS35, either the 50 or the 70, depending on which spare, and use that probably for the night vision still, because it's still early April. We've still got some decent evenings to do some night vision. It's not like being out at midnight or 1 in the morning only. So there we go. Right, well, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell and keep track of the regular uploads. Go through to the end of the video and you'll see the adverts for the British Shooting Show 2024. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.